There's no better way to break in a turbo car after a long winter of sitting than taking it on a road trip. So I'm taking this thing on about a 5-hour round trip, 2.5 there, 2.5 back. Some fun driving along the way. So I figured I'd make a video, kind of bring you guys along through what it's like to take a heavily modified, turbocharged, old BMW on a road trip. Yes, this isn't no cross country. People drive their cars across the country. I will be taking my blue car across the country. But it's something, right? And some people can't even drive these cars 10 miles without issues. So to put on, I think like 200-ish miles, maybe a little bit more, is a testament to what the car can do and how good the car is. This car's had a lot done to it, so it's been pretty solid to me, so I have no doubts. But I'm gonna go around, show you guys what I check before I go, what I bring with, and then let's just hit the road and see. So as with any car, what you wanna do is, I check my tire pressures, make sure those are good. Check your oil level, absolutely vital. Take note of that before you go, take note of that along the way and when you get back, because car might eat oil. So I check when I get there, I don't stop for it. Coolant level, good. Power steering level, good. I like to run the motor with the hood open and make sure there's no leaks. These turbo cars like to leaks spring from the injectors, fuel hoses, turbo, oil feed. You do not want any of that. So just make sure there's no leaks all around. Then from there on, if you built the car and your suspension's good, you'll know that. So I don't get underneath and do a full inspection, but just make sure all that stuff's good. The lifeline of this car is the fluids, so you want to make sure that's all good. And I almost forgot the most important thing that you can have in any old BMW, but especially a turbo car, is a fire extinguisher. You do not want your car to catch on fire and not have a fire extinguisher, because you will not be happy about that. So, fire extinguisher equipped, spare tools. Let's see what we got. Nothing, we don't need that. Between here and where I'm going, my friends there can help me, or my friends here can help me, so I'm not worried about bringing all tools like that. So just to show you guys, we have a full tank, or just under a full tank, and I'm gonna update you guys along the way at how quickly we blow through that. This is with 93 in the tank, no E85 yet, but this thing absolutely rips through gas. E85 is even worse, so just a little update there. Trip is at 30 miles, so we'll see when we get there and back, how many miles we racked up. All right, so we're off. First things first, I don't have AC in this car, and it's killing me right now. I am so warm. But a turbo car can have AC, so I can't let that, you might build your car with AC and then you'd be cool as a cucumber. To me, it's crazy that people do that, because the heat and the strain that an AC system puts on an engine mixed with a turbocharger right above it is like crazy to me. This car didn't have working AC before I turboed it, so turboing it meant nothing. So it wasn't like, oh, I almost stalled it. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna delete it. It was already not working, so I had no problems ripping everything out. But if you want to run a top mount, I'm pretty sure you have to delete it. So, no AC, ooh, an E36, which sucks. So that's why I cruise this thing windows down, which makes it kind of an intense drive, because windows up, you're just sweating, dude. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. On top of that, this clutch kills me, but your car doesn't have to have a freaking stiff clutch like that. This is not a bad road trip car by any means. Mine's a little loud. I have a full 3-inch straight pipe with one resonator. So it's about as loud as a turbo car can get, like a turbo M50 car. The resonator doesn't really do much. That's more so the tone, not really the loudness. No resonator at all, the car would be a little bit louder. So it's not horrible. The turbo acts as a silencer for the exhaust on these cars. Like, if you guys know, a straight piped M50 NA sounds horrendous. I could never in my life road trip a straight piped M50, but turbo M50 straight pipe sounds pretty sweet, so it's not really that bad at all. But it is a little bit loud. It does kind of, at the end of the day, I'll update this when I get home and update you guys, because I'm just now beginning and this traffic is killing me. That's what it's like on the highway, windows down. I'm not a fan of windows down on the highway because it's kind of intense, but I gotta do what I gotta do with no AC, right? It's probably harder to hear through the camera, but definitely hear the rumble of the car the entire time you're driving, unless you're coasting and then you hear the vibrations from the drive shaft, or that weird like reverberation that happens at a certain RPM when you let off. Very weird. All these cars do it, but yeah. So that's no gas, but we're going 80, 75, 80, 3,500 RPM. Again, lower diff, lower RPM. We got a pretty high diff ratio, so that's why it does that. It is a bit annoying, you know. Again, a turbo car with a muffler will be a lot more quiet, but depends what you want. You want it to rip and sound sick, or do you want it to be good for road trips? Who cares really? I'd rather, kind of rip it. It doesn't bother me all that much, so it's not the end of the world. But this is kind of how she'll sound if you're straight piped. It's not bad at all. It's kind of bad. After about 4.5 hours of this, I'll update you guys on how I feel about it. Ooh, a ton of noise. Now that shit is fun. Everyone in that truck was like, what the hell car is that? That's my favorite thing about this car, is the fact that aside from the horrendous intercooler piping blasting out the front bumper, it's a totally stock E34 5 Series from the outside. Not many people would notice that. Even if they're next to you, behind you, they won't know. They would never know until you hear the freaking boost flying by you. It's hilarious. And the thing is, like, it's not like it's a modern BMW. Like, it's so old. Like, you don't have to be into cars to know, like, all right, that is far from what it is supposed to be. And people always just, like, they look so perplexed by it. I got 8K or I think I actually have 7 and 9K springs on this car now. Really soft. It used to be 16 to 18, and I would never take this car on a trip this long with those spring rates, because that was horrible. Your back would be killing you. I have decent fitment on this car. 7 and 9 does the job. I mean, if you want really tight, 10, 12, but you don't really need anything stiffer than 10, 12 on an E34. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've ran a lot of different rates. 7, 9 I really enjoy. That's what it is, 7, 9. Traffic. Oh no. This is the last thing I want, because this clutch is horrible, man. My leg is gonna be killing me. Please don't come to a standstill. I'm hoping to God this doesn't come to a standstill. I don't think it will. I think we're alright. It looks like it's moving along, but with this construction, it's hard to say. It's Saturday afternoon. I don't know why it's so congested, but anyway, this is what I'm doing. Windows down, getting blasted, music bumping, cruising at about 80, 85, close to 4,000. Anything more than 4K RPMs is just, the exhaust is pretty damn annoying, and I just feel bad for the car. I feel like I'm getting like 5 miles per gallon. It's just not economical, not at all. I don't know why I'm doing it, but that's how comfortable it is, man. I eat my Fritos, screw with my knees, and we're just cruising, man. Nothing to worry about. The worst part of this car, and honestly, this is how a lot of turbo cars I'm familiar with are, the freaking fumes that these cars put off are insane. The fuel smell in this car is killing me. I'm probably ripped right now. I remember going to school in this car. The few times I would do that, man, I would be in class. I would be spacing. I would be all over the place, dude. The gasoline smell would get you all crazy. It gets you all loopy, And I would just be in class like, what the hell is going on? But with E85, it's not too bad, because the smell of E85 isn't all that. I actually kind of like the smell of E85. Some people don't, some people do. But I'll tell you, E85 smells a lot better than raw 93. And the thing about these, my car in particular, I think my reasoning is the fuel tank's all the way in the trunk, right? So you shouldn't even really smell much. But I have a hardwired fuel pump, right? So it's hooked straight up to the battery so that it doesn't, I don't have to worry about voltage loss across my fuel pump, because I don't want to lose fuel pressure and this and that. So when you do that, you have to pretty much drill through your sending unit, the top of your sending unit, my hard pump, or my hardwired wires go through the top, and I have epoxy around them to keep them kind of insulated. The epoxy's flexible over time. It's kind of worn off, so it's not so good anymore. So you do get a pretty direct line to the into the fuel tank. But then, even then, I still have that other cover. You know, E34s have the sending unit cover with the gasket, and then you have the black cover, which is like the secondary, like gasket or secondary cover. I have that in place with the wires hanging out the side, so one side's not tight all the way. So neither, I would say, are like perfectly sealed. And because of that, the fuel smell in the car is just insane. You know, Eustis's turbo E36, the fuel tank's in the back seat, same deal. You get pretty gnarly fumes. Most turbo cars do. For some reason, when you're just pushing so much fuel through these old cars, they just smell, and that's part of the game. It's pretty brutal. Windows down is actually worse. You think no? Yes, you get fresh air, but it circulates the fumes from the trunk up. So it's just something you gotta live with. I don't like it one bit. It's not good for you, but what are you gonna do? Right now, I'm trying to cook off this 93. That's why I'm miserable. With the 85, like I said, it's not all that bad. You can see there's our fuel level. I'm not lying about where we're at. 101 miles on the trip. We started with what, 30? So we put like 70 on there. So we're trekking along, man. Just over a half a tank. So I have a hunch this 93 will get better gas mileage than the E85, as it should. Otherwise, let's see what's going on here. Tires all have air. Front lip ate some bugs, but otherwise it's intact. There's a couple uneven spots on the road that scared me, but exterior seems to have survived. Motor is ticking along nice and happy. Everything looks good here. I'll check the oil when I get a rag. I have no doubts that the oil level will be fine, but when you get to the one point of the road trip, you should always check. So otherwise though, no leaks. Everything sounds good. A little smoke, as most of these motors will have, a little mini blow-by. But and if you're wondering, that loud ticking is my injectors. Big old injectors are gonna make noise like that. Live here, my destination, the Bavarian BMW Barn. This is Jeff Beran. This is Jared. There's a lot of BMW goodies here. So this is where I was road tripping to. So where are we starting? With the Kubota?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh, I forgot about these two. Oh my God, there's two wagons back here?
Yeah.
Well, that's a shiny motor.
I painted the whole iron engine silver because I thought it looked good.
Wait, I don't even know what, oh, that's your manual swap car,
Yeah,
right?
it's got a ZF in it. It needs to be plugged.
I totally forgot about this car. This is Island Green, right?
Yes.
Island Green E34 wagon. That's a nice green color.
Iceland green.
Iceland Green.
Yeah.
Decent rusty doors. These are some interesting stock wheels.
I have 4 clean doors.
Yeah, sure.
The other garage. Look at that iron engine.
Wow.
Iron block.
That looks really nice.
It looks aluminum.
It does. It looks like the Alpina engine.
That's a rust-free 95 525.
I may have borrowed it.
Rust-free. You guys think he's full of shit?
No, it's absolutely rust-free. Check it out.
Oh, this is the car that came from Colorado, right?
Yeah, it came from Denver Beer and Oil.
Oh yeah. Shout out to those guys on
It's got a lot
YouTube.
of dents and needs paint, but it's a good base to start off with.
Yeah, that's nice. I totally forgot this man just has two wagons just sitting here. And then, is the E24 gone?
Yeah, E24's gone.
Oh, they used to have an E24 driveway ornament, which was the funniest thing ever.
My mom hated it, so.
Where'd that go? Scrapyard?
It went to the scrapyard. I
That's sad. It was red too, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, some 740 IL body panels.
That's for the
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. All right, what do we got here?
So we got the M50
Cheap.
E38, less than $10,000, 80,000 miles.
A year ago, right?
Yeah.
That's insane. Even though it's a Vert SMG, it's a pretty good price.
6-speed swaps. I got half the parts in the shop.
Yeah, in the shop here. This beauty. This thing has bird poop that's been etched into the paint for probably.
It's patina.
Yeah. Every time I come here, same bird poop marks. Poor thing. 528E. Just.
It's got character.
Oh, it has a lot of character. Let me tell you. Flat tires. Nice interior though, but Jeff says one day he'll put an M52 in this. I almost broke my ankle.
750 IL, $1,000.
$1,000. Oh yeah, this guy gets all the good deals, by the way.
Wow.
He's my competitor.
Yeah, just the ones that aren't E34s.
Yeah, so this is a nice V12. I'm gonna pop the hood. Look at these stickers, that's insane. So this is, yeah, E34s belong to me.
So 96, 750 IL, the same car that Tupac was shot in.
Yep, same spec. He says that as if it makes his car more valuable or something.
It does.
Yeah, it's not the one, but it's the same chassis. So the V12 engines that Stretton loves to work on.
Yeah, he does.
These really scare me.
Owned by some hicks, so we saved it from certain death.
Yeah, so
now
definitely.
Now it's rot here for a few years.
Yeah, it's gonna rot. I don't know, man. I really want to get the V12 project car, but these really scare me. So let me know if you guys want to see this. Maybe I'll dive down the rabbit hole and just hate myself for YouTube content because I'm dedicated.
The issues you have now.
Times two. I'll do an E32 V12, but not E38.
E38s are fine.
So,
and now we're going to the nicer things, I would say, right?
Yeah, a little bit,
These are the projects, but
740i sport package. My dad said this for a long time. It's all original.
Mr. Beran here. Is this unlocked?
Yeah. It's one of the cleanest cars, y'all.
Yeah, this is all original. This thing is crazy. Beautiful car, all black. Very, very sleek. E38.
$1,300 a month back in 2001.
13 payments?
Yeah.
$1,300 a month, huh?
Lease, yeah.
I don't know what it's like to make a payment on a car, so I can't really relate that to anything. I don't make payments on my E34s, luckily.
But otherwise, we're just gonna leave it. Coilovers, wheels. That's it. That's all it needs.
Yeah.
My $500 540 touring.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
I know you're gonna want to show this off, so I'll just get right to it. Tan shift boot and shift knob. Apparently not ever made, right?
Not ever made by, not ever sold
by BMW. So you just 6-speed swapped this, right?
Yeah. And then drove to California.
Yeah, and then he drove it to California. These two cars went to California last month, or I guess this month, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
last week. Oh wow, I was gonna ask when you guys got back.
I
was supposed to go, but I wasn't able to make it, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna have to do it by myself now. Yeah, by myself.
So my M Sport, this is a 95 M Sport 540.
Which was how much?
$1,500.
Unreal. I met him with this car. He came down, and our other buddy bought an E34 off me, and he came down in this car. So the moment they pulled up in a 540 M Sport, I knew I wasn't gonna take advantage of this guy on the sale.
You're dealing with classic character.
Yeah, I knew I was dealing with someone that knew what they were doing. So
this car is 270. What are we at now? 278,000
crazy.
miles, I think.
And it made it to Cali and back, no issues, right?
So didn't use a drop of oil.
Just a little bit of this. Every time you hit the brakes, because the control arms are.
Control arms.
Oh yeah, you got the bad upper control arms. 55-mile-an-hour shake.
Yeah.
Other than that, great car.
But this car is one of the most reliable cars ever. I daily drive it all the time.
See, I don't know about that. I'm not really a V8 guy. My 540 wasn't very reliable to me. Well, it was, but like previous owner issues were, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and my car was very touched at that.
People have issues with 540s.
Yeah.
These two they've needed nothing. Like,
Yeah.
They drive me everywhere every day. This wagon was sitting in a parking lot for 8 years before I got it.
That's pretty crazy too.
So.
Oh, and then you went for a two-tone paint job, right?
Contrast color.
Contrast color. Like M5s came with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might look at this from a distance and be like, oh, M5.
It's
not, he's a scammer.
It's an M5
Yeah.
except for the M60.
Yeah. Which looks really nice. Yellow.
For the bumpers now all chewed up because of the road trip.
Is that just from the road trip?
That's just for the road trip. It used to be.
Are you serious?
The paint job wasn't.
Well, dude, now I'm scared to take my blue car because if my bumpers look like that.
Factory paint should be perfect.
Yeah, factory paint would be fine.
Okay, thank God.
This was resprayed.
I was about to cry. I might tape my front bumper.
This was poorly resprayed.
Yeah, okay.
Well, hey, the blue masking tape is gonna look, kind of.
But that's still a lot of rock chips for just one road trip.
Yeah.
What, were you following behind semis the whole time?
Follows people close. So Jerry was driving this.
Oh, okay, yeah, you were driving. Wait, you were just on his ass the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, that explains that.
And here we have a 90-something.
No, my followers don't want to see it. But this is a nice car, and shout out to M539. This is what he's enduring right now, but a little bit nicer, I would say.
07 Alpina B7.
We gotta pop the hood on this.
Oh yeah.
Crazy chrome wheels.
Well, so that was a dealer. The dealer did that in 07 when the car was new.
Dealer
I
option.
wish they did it, but it's okay.
I actually think it looks pretty good on this car.
Ooh, soft closed doors. Huh?
Well, let's see that. Wow. Never before seen on this channel. Probably will never see it again because I will never buy one of these. I despise these Bengal cars. Yeah, I can't even tolerate.
Them. They're good to drive. Like,
Oh, I don't doubt this car's nice to drive, but working on it would be scary. And Stretton knows that.
The non-Alpina looks really bad.
yeah,
What? Which one?
Put the Alpina, like the E65.
Yeah.
You know, is ugly.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this car,
But
to
when
be honest.
Alpina
But
gets it and they do their body kit.
no, definitely.
Like the
Yeah, the little trunk spoiler. I mean, no, it's a good-looking car. I would just never. I mean, you guys, what Stretton's going through is enough reason for me to never want to own something like this. So.
I have the beauty covers off of it, but
CCA. Oh, the beauty cover's off right now?
Yeah.
Oh, they won't even know it's an Alpina, man.
No.
They were going to think we're lying.
It says Alpina.
Oh, I guess maybe that will explain it.
Supercharged.
Supercharged. I guess that's enough.
So this car is
reason.
like 90,000 miles now. My dad bought it for 70.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 years ago. 4,600 pounds with no one sitting in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Curb weight. They're rated for like 500 horse.
Mm-hmm.
516 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah.
This thing scoots.
Yeah.
Buggies.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Supercharged.
Jerry had a
V8.
heads cam intake Corvette.
Yeah.
3,300 pounds, which dynoed at 420.
Yeah.
Dynoed at
Yeah.
428 to the
Yeah.
limits, right? This hung behind it, 2 cars, 3 cars.
Yeah.
Like this, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was keeping with it.
Well, so how do you feel now that M50 E38 told us that the blocks are the same as the regular
Well, yeah.
M62? I mean, do you feel betrayed by that?
Oh, of course.
Abandoned?
Sharpie and red Alpina on it.
Yeah.
I mean, did you watch that video, right? Yeah, it's the same block. How crazy is that? So if this ever blows up, good thing. Well, you don't have any M62s.
Those are
M60. Look at one M60. Oh, these are M62s.
These are M.
Not N.
Yeah, M62s.
Yeah.
That's what he's using.
No,
M62 block.
he's using an N62.
N. Oh, forget me.
BMW.
M62, M62, M62. Well, my fans know that I don't deal with this new stuff.
He comes here for his M62.
Yeah, honestly, this like me with inline sixes is him, but with M62s. And then,
of course, this is another project.
Yeah.
Adam's 740 short wheelbase.
who got Nicasilled,
It got Nicasilled.
Nicasilled, whatever. Yeah.
He bought it with 126,000 miles on it, and it drove fine, but always had this like stumble and idle a little bit,
Yeah.
but it wasn't enough to not drive it. And then eventually it started chuffing smoke.
The interior on that thing's beautiful.
Oh, the interior's mint on this.
Yeah, so they say that it's not really an issue anymore because you just put premium gas in it. Apparently, it's still an issue.
If they were using, say, a car never had any miles on it, and they were
Yeah.
using gas today,
Mhm.
the sulfur content is fine. It
Yeah.
wouldn't do it. But these cars were ran with sulfur content from '94, and that was
Yeah.
really high, and it caused the Nicasill. So most engines got replaced.
Mhm.
There's techs that work at BMW that were replacing 4 or 5 M60s a week.
Yeah, but not this one.
This one slid under the radar.
Yeah, so that's what that motor right there is gonna eventually go into here.
4.4 and one of the 6 speeds is going to this car too.
Oh, and it's gonna get a manual swap. Look at that.
Because that's what Adam would have done.
Yep.
But this interior is so nice.
Lamb floor mats.
Yep. I've sat in here once or twice. It's like E34, but just a little more luxury, you know.
Smell nice.
Leather, yeah, it smells nice. It's a nice car. So we're gonna do him justice and build this car. It's gonna be really nice for him because that's what he was planning on doing with it before it got Nicasilled.
Yeah.
So
And there's another 540 down there.
there's a 540 E39 way down there.
There's a 525 touring in the back pasture.
Is that the only one out the pasture?
There used to be like 5 cars sitting here. You could see like their spots. Like you literally see where they were sitting. Like what? Like E28s, E39s, mostly E39s.
Some of these cars and some
Okay,
cars that
okay.
we sent to
Yeah.
the scrapper.
Yeah, they sent to heaven. Yeah,
The one we shot.
yeah. They used to have a lot of stuff
You
here.
gotta put the clip of me shooting the one in.
I'm gonna absolutely try to remember to put that in. You gotta see what this guy did to E39. That's good. But this is the barn. This is the fleets. This is where I was heading. Should we go inside the shop and see what it looks like? Yeah, let's show it. This is just a dream right here. Let me tell you. That's a nice walk up. Oh man, G420s right when you walk in the door. 6-speed swaps. Look at this. This is crazy.
Don't show everyone.
Yeah, I can't.
This is my
The loot.
39 shell.
All E39 stuff, huh?
Pretty much.
I would not know a thing about this.
Auto coated valve covers. Yeah.
Ooh. Wait, what motor is that for?
That's for the wagon. That's it needs a.
Oh, the E34 and 5 is not even here. The one time I bring a camera.
No
E34 and 5.
E34 and 5.
There would you, what? Yeah, it's at his shop. Getting a head gasket done. But one M62, 2, 3. You got TV, bathroom. I mean, this would be heaven. I would live in here.
Heated floors.
Heated floors. Oh yeah, radiant heated floors, right?
Bathroom.
Yeah, I would. This is like I died and went to heaven. Lift and everything.
I had to slum it down to a 3 Series for
fuel reasons, for fuel economic reasons.
Just to flip. Just to
flip. That's how this guy makes money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful E46. I'm not even gonna get into this car. So I would say, yeah, that's about it. Thank you for showing off the cars. This is the Bavarian Barn.
Yeah.
So now I will start the trek home. Man, this went from road trip video to scary movie all of a sudden. So we're heading back now. We got just over half a tank. We got about 2 hours to go. My water temp light is broken. Great. But yeah, let's get this ship home. Thank you, Jeff, for showing us the barn. I figured you guys would like to see that. Like I said, I don't like showing my camera in people's faces. I asked if you want to show me some things. He said sure. I really appreciate that because the barn is a great place, really beautiful. I would love to have a shop like that. Cool cars. I figured you guys would appreciate that. And we made it back, and that's where we're at. We're right at a quarter tank, maybe a tad bit above it. This thing actually did far superior on the 93. I don't know, it started off, it was going pretty quick, and then it really kind of like slowed down, which is weird. Not weird, I guess I was just looking at it the wrong way. But so the same trip on just E85, I get back home with the gas light on. That trip on 93, got a quarter tank, and again, did some additional driving. But she made it back, not a single hiccup, as I would expect. I have all the faith in the world on this car, except for the front lip coming off, and you can see I kind of damaged it pretty good. But it is what it is. It's coming off anyway, so who cares? Grabbed a lot of bugs with it, but I'm not too mad about that. So overall, road trip car, pretty good. My head is killing me from 93 octane all day. I gotta fix my seal in my gas tank. The epoxy came loose, so the wires are that go in are letting a lot of fumes come up. It's killing me, especially with the 93. With the 85, it should be a little bit better, but that's the one thing that's been annoying me. Otherwise, everything else on the car did great. No complaints, no concerns. So, gotta take this thing to a meet tomorrow morning. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I'm exhausted. Driving this thing for long distances is exhausting. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Something a little different. Got some other content in there with some friends. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.